Hi guys, Mons here. On this episode of All in Mons, we're going to be looking at the League of Ireland Game Week 12 preview prediction and of course my risky pick alert. Just before I get started, if you haven't subscribed to my channel so far, please make sure you hit on the subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, I do appreciate all the support. So let me just get started here. My risky pick alert landed again last week. I had Dundalk to beat St. Pat's and Dundalk ended up running out 2-0 winners against St. Pat's. So I'm 5-4 now. I now have a winning record on my risky pick alert section for the League of Ireland. So that's fantastic news for me. Like I said, I'm a master when it comes to prediction. Honestly, I'm like the guru of prediction. I think people should trust me more. So let me just get started here. What I would say is, if you're new on my channel, the way I do my picks is I list the fixtures, I give my picks, and then I go to the rationale for doing my picks. So the fixtures goes as follows for game week 12 of the League of Ireland. So there's Bows versus Sligo Rovers. I'm going with Bows with this one. There's Galway versus Shelburne. I'm going with Galway in this one. There's Dundalk versus Derry. I'm going with Dundalk in this one. Risky pick alert. My risky pick alert for this week is for Waterford to beat Drogheda. And then the final game is St. Pat's versus Shamrock Rovers, the derby. I'm going for Rovers in this one. So I'm going to go to the rationale here for my picks. So for Bows versus Sligo Rovers. Sligo Rovers are one of the worst team in the league. So I'd expect Bows to run out comfortable winners in this game. However, saying that, Bows have drawn the last 4 games in a row. They're still undefeated. However, they're not top of the table anymore. They're second now. But I think they're going to surely beat a very poor Sligo Rovers team. If they don't beat this team, then there should now be signs for concern for Bows, in my opinion. The next game we're looking at is Galway versus Shelburne. Galway had a very, very impressive very impressive win, and they've won the last two of the last 3 games as well. And the only losses they've taken, I think, was against last couple of games was against Shamrock Rovers. They had a fantastic 3-2 away win to Drogheda on Monday. And with Shelburne, they've lost 2 of the last 3. But I think I'm going with Galway in this one. I'm rocking with Galway. Galway have been one of the toughest customers in the League of Ireland this year. Galway have been one of the toughest customers in the League of Ireland this year. And I think anything that goes up there, are going to find it very hard to beat them. And I don't think Shelburne are good enough to beat Galway, in my opinion. So I'm going for Galway winning this one. Dundalk versus Derry. If you've told me start of the season, Derry will be the one struggling, and Dundalk will be the one. If you told me at the start of the season that Derry will be the one struggling and Dundalk will be the one being very, very impressive, I would have said you're lying. Basically, they're basically switched the role. Dundalk is thriving, and then Derry is barely surviving, in my opinion. And Derry have been very, very poor this season. At the start of the season, a lot of people, including myself, has them as one of the title favourites, but they're struggling a lot this season. And basically, they've swapped places. Dundalk, newly promoted team. The manager doing fantastically well to kill their man. And honestly, I think, I know this is early, but you have to put his name in the hat for manager of the season in the League of Ireland, in my opinion. For the job he's done in Dundalk so far, it doesn't look like going to be relegation strength. However, they do look like they're close to even. Can they get European places? I'm not 100% sure, because obviously you have teams like Rovers, Pats, Bows and everything like that. But saying that, Dundalk has been very, very impressive for me. One of the most entertaining teams to watch in the League of Ireland this year. For this one, I'm going for a Dundalk win over Derry. Risky pick alert. My risky pick alert for this week is for Waterford to beat Drogheda. Please, Blues, you can't let me down again. I picked Blues at the start of the season for, I think, first 2 games to be my risky pick alert, and it let me down badly. So this time, I'm picking them again. There have been sign of improvement for the Blues, in my opinion. They've drawn the last 2 games against Bows, against Rovers. Things are starting to look up, but can they keep that run going? Can they get their first victory of the season against Drogheda? And I think they will. I think they'll get their first win against Drogheda this game week. And the last game is between St. Pat's versus Shamrock Rovers. This game, always a high tension game, always a high intensity game. You know what you're going to get from both teams. Both teams play really good football, and it's a Dublin derby as well. It's going to be feisty. That's the main thing about this derby. It's going to be feisty, but I'm looking forward to it. I fancy Rovers. I'm picking Shamrock Rovers in this one. Pats have only lost 1 in the last 8 games, and they're top of the league. And Rovers are just 1 point behind them. For as poor start Rovers have had, To be 1 point behind the league leaders is fantastic. Like I said, they're going to keep chipping away till they get to the top of the league. And when they get to that top of the league, they're going to hit cruise control and they're going to separate themselves from everyone, in my opinion. That's pretty much it. If you find yourself at the end of my video, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Appreciate all the support. Thank you very much. Peace out.